I'm very excited about this next segment here on Sunrise. For starters, we're going to take you to downtown Portland as we get ready for Mother's Day all this week here on Sunrise. We want to take you to Mother's Bistro. There it is, Southwest 3rd in the heart of downtown. For a long time, Mother's Bistro sat there in the corner of Southeast 2nd and Stark, but they've got this brand Southwest 2nd and Stark. Thank you very much, Lisa. Oh, I've only lived here for 21 years.
We're Philadelphians. We're still not used to it.
Yeah, directions aren't our thing. But this place is my thing, okay? They have delicious dinners. They have delicious brunches. They have wonderful breakfasts. And we have the chef owner herself with us in studio this morning. She is Lisa Schroeder. You guys celebrated a 20th anniversary for Mother's Bistro in a kind of a weird year.
Yeah, in 2020.
Yeah, good job.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah,
celebrate.
Yay, team.
Now we are in year 22 for Mother's Bistro. So the first thing I have to ask, people are wondering, Mother's Day is this Sunday. Is it still possible to get a reservation for Mother's Bistro, or has that ship sailed?
That ship has sailed. That sailed about 2 weeks ago, and I do have people like calling me, hey, can I get 13 in at 11 o'clock?
On Mother's Day? Now? So here's what we have, though. I feel like we have the next best thing this morning. If you can't be at Mother's on Mother's Day, perhaps you can cook some of Mother's food for your mother on Mother's Day, and here's how you're going to do it.
And it's easy.
Can I start with this, though, real quick?
Yeah.
Mother's Best is the cookbook that Lisa put out several years ago. Within that, what's that?
That's what we're making.
Oh, yeah, the French toast right there on the cover. The cover recipe is what we're doing here this morning.
Right.
So what are some of the keys to success?
So we've got half and half, heavy cream, a little sugar, 4 eggs, cinnamon, and nutmeg. Now go ahead and whisk that for me.
I'm doing the whisking?
Whisk away.
We didn't talk about this in tea show.
Well, listen, you got to earn your keep here. After you whisk that, we're going to dip the bread, the challah. This is egg bread. Oh, a little drop of vanilla.
Yes.
A little, we're going to dip this egg bread in this mixture. Here, I'll whisk that. Now you go ahead and crush those flakes, because that's going to be more fun.
Was there anything
Crush
wrong
them.
with my whisking?
It was brilliant, but I want you to crush, because that's more fun. Crush.
Just, I mean, really,
Crush.
I can ground them down?
Yep. You don't want them to be too big, because otherwise they won't stick to the bread. Okay, so this is fun for the kids, right? Making mom breakfast in bed. You can have the kids crush the flakes.
Yes. All right. I
Good
love
times.
This job. The whisking was fun. The crushing is even better.
Exactly.
Okay, now what?
Now we dip the bread in this egg mixture, but you have to make sure that it gets nice and absorbed, or it won't be custardy. Okay, it'll be dry.
Is this the #1 most popular item on your breakfast menu? This is the one I hear most
This
people
and the
talking
other
about.
thing I'm going to make for you today.
Which is?
Does everybody know what it is?
No, you can go ahead and repeat it.
Salmon hash. We're going to make, that's our #2.
Salmon
1 and
hash
2.
is next hour.
That is.
You keep cooking this, because Rod Hill wants to eat both the French toast and the salmon hash in our next hour of Sunrise. But as you continue to do this, can I ask you?
Yes.
As we show some more video of your restaurant there in downtown Portland, how the heck did you guys get through 2020 and 2021?
Well, thank God a lot of my staff stuck with us, and they're back again. So we lost a lot of people, but also we had government help. Thank God, you know, the government came to our rescue, and that's how we're able to survive.
And Lisa Schroeder is the chef owner of Mother's Bistro. She also wrote a cookbook just a few years ago. We can show you that cookbook right here. It's Mother's Best. Mother's Best cookbook. There it is. I knew it was there. Sometimes you just got to wait for those good things, Lisa. There's the cookbook, because here's the bottom line. We learned last hour, there are no reservations left for Mother's Day Sunday. I mean, quite frankly, Lisa, if someone waited till this long, they waited too long.
They should be making mother breakfast in bed, and here's how they can do it.
All right, you made us the French toast earlier.
That's right.
What are you making now?
Well, we're making our wild salmon hash, another one of our most popular dishes. We use Bristol Bay salmon from Alaska. It's a sockeye salmon. Notice I'm getting my pan super hot, and that way my butter will melt and my items will start to saute right away. Whereas if you don't have your pan hot, onions kind of get wet and leach a lot of water. This way they actually saute. And here we're using leeks. Leeks are much more subtle. That's a leek.
Yes, so earlier...
Oh, you're going to make a joke?
Well, no, we were teasing the segment earlier.
Right.
I looked down and you were chopping up the leek, and I almost said Lisa's chopping the leek, but then I was like, 15% of me was not sure it was a leek.
Oh.
So I just said Lisa's chopping up the goodness.
And that's why I brought it, because a lot of people don't know what a leek is.
Okay, I was kind of sure, but not 100%.
We start off by sauteing our leeks and then our salmon. And I will send you this recipe so you can share it with your viewers, okay?
I should have asked for it yesterday so we could have it posted already. But when Lisa says she's going to do something, she'll do it. I'll get that posted to my Facebook page before noon.
Yes, promise. And so now we add our salmon, about equal parts of leeks and salmon. But again, I'll send you the recipe. Salt and pepper, always season as you go. Now, after this sautés a little bit, we're going to add, these are our roasted potatoes from our morning we serve roasted potatoes with our breakfast. Right. But sometimes we don't go through all the potatoes. That's one of the great things about a hash. You can use your leftovers in it. So yesterday's potatoes go into our hash, so they have a lot of flavor. They have thyme, garlic, salt and pepper. So all that is gonna saute. And another thing that makes Mother's hashes different, you're holding it right there in your hand.
I was wondering what the cream is used for exactly.
A lot of people make hashes and then you see this dry stuff all over the plate. Yep. The beautiful thing about the cream is it binds it all together into one yummy bite.
So, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No. And it just allows all the flavors to marry.
You put together this plate. It looks great on TV. Is it a for TV plate or is it?
No, that's edible.
You can put it in a belly.
You can put it in a belly.
We can put it in Rod Hill's belly.
Where's Rod Hill?
Rod is here. Rod is here.
All right.
Rod, we've got food.
Lisa,
and we've got a French toast from before also. So what are you going to eat first?
So good.
You'll go with the salmon first, and then go with the salmon first, and have that, and then you'll have the French toast for dessert.
All right.
This is a meal. I think of hash as a side. This is a meal, for crying out loud.
Do you like your eggs poached, scrambled, over easy, over hard?
I'll say over medium.
Well, Ron's taking that bite. We don't want him to eat with his mouth full.
Okay.
Can I ask you one more question?
Yes.
Your restaurant is so beautiful. Love the new spot, and I know you love everything about it there on Southwest 3rd. I am curious just what the advantages are of having this new spot compared to the place you called home for more than 15 years.
You asked me if I missed anything about the old location, and the answer was absolutely not. Because at the new location, everything is on one floor. We have our own loading dock. Everything is right there.
Right.
At our old Mother's, there was an upstairs, there was a downstairs, there was a one room and another room.
And your kitchen was this big at the old spot.
Exactly. Now we have an amazing, what?
Hello, Gumbo. They all had personality.
It was charming.
It's beautiful. The new one's beautiful.
Yeah, that's what they say about a little house. It's charming. This house is beautiful.
All right.
And now we just finalize with a little bit of cream to bind it all together.
Lisa, would you be upset if I told you this segment is about at the end?
I'm fine.
I'm upset.
But as you wrap that up, and you're wrapping that up, I can remind our viewers one more time, the brand new Mother's that opened in 2019, but my goodness, these last 2 years have been a challenge. So it's like it's still new to most of the people there.
Absolutely.
It is on Southwest 3rd, right between Pine and Ash. They're open now Thursdays through Sundays. So check them out, downtown Portland. Lisa, so cool to have you in the studio this morning. And Rodney?
Is this a normal portion, by the way, at your restaurant?
Yes, that is. That's a full portion. And remember, every day is Mother's Day at Mother's. We don't need an excuse to come to Mother's to celebrate your mother.
Do you want us to save that for you?
Yeah, save that for me.
All right.
Love you, dear.
Love you, Ryan.